This is the Dzogchen Sunday Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. Welcome to Yoda Monday evening. Let's try this again. It is Yoda Monday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. After we chant the third quarter of the meditation classic known as Spaciousness of Vajrasattva, composed so many centuries ago by the great Buddhist performer Prahe Vajra of the Swat Valley, whom the Tibetans refer to as Gaurab Dorje. So, yes, here we go. The empty essence is one unstructured, unborn. And the way of the yogi is like the unknowable path of a bird in the sky. How then can we suppose that phenomena actually exist? Inner and outer phenomena could both be experienced as the one real condition, which is not an object to be grasped by the conceptual mind. For the things of this world are mere names or labels based in mistaken concepts, and so it is we fail to experience equality in conceptualization's contemplation. Oopsie, let's try this real quick. Here we go. So this is a quick edit. Please bear with me. Delete and delete. And let's make sure this fits on the screen nicely. And it does. Cowabunga. The outer and inner spiritual commitments that we take up pertain to the constituents and senses of the body-mind, which has never been other than the true condition of love and letting go. Therefore there is therefore no benefit in talking about spiritual commitments. The highest love. The late Tulku Thondup insisted that the highest love was the spontaneous and uncontrived byproduct of noticing and releasing. Oh yes, and that love is the essence of all morality. Appearances and symbols of the all-good ones never change into something other than presence or awareness. One moment. Oh, there's so much editing to do, I'm going to have to postpone it. Otherwise, we'll never get through it. Never being other than presence or awareness, appearances, or therefore wisdom. In the absence of grasping, nothing has a self-identity. Absent rejecting, there is only the quality that transcends speech. All possible circumstances and all beings in them, all rise non-dually from the pristine continuum of noticing and relaxing. In the purity of the divine presence of noticing and relaxing, there are no such distinctions as male or female. In the domain of reality, there is no talk of getting somewhere by means of effort. And yet some foolishly say that by using Anu Yoga's powers of sound, one can generate the bliss of a magical illusion. The true condition revealed by noticing and relaxing. One moment. Let's just keep going. The true condition. My intuition is telling me I should do this now. The true condition revealed by Hatha Yoga's noticing and relaxing cannot be grasped conceptually, but appears in varied ways according to how foolishly one strives to view it. To strive for bliss, desiring it to manifest, only generates obscurity and confusion. Mahayoga's concentration upon the appearances of a deity or archetype. Is like contemplating the reflections of the moon in water. Although such ascetics strive to be undefiled and unattached, the practices are as ineffectual as child's play. In the foolish practice of Mahayoga, one may even identify fully with the wrathful deity in a mandala of wrathful attributes, and in the folly of Anu Yoga unmistakably manifests the seed syllable, and yet not experience the suchness in which the tyranny of concepts disappear. One can foolishly crop a palm tree or burn a seed. One can foolishly crop a palm tree or burn a seed to prevent them from proliferating, and some teachers even advocate such a destructive approach for students who wish to overcome their emotional problems. Moreover, there are hundreds and even thousands of methods for practice, and they all blossom in their own way. But since the pristine awareness that is Hatha Yoga's practice of unnoticing and relaxing is beyond graspable characteristics, it is not revealed by practices such as those. Blessed are the yogis who abide continuously in the true condition of treacherous noticing and relaxing, not discriminating between self and other. They enjoy life's magical illusion. Let's see here. Un momento. They enjoy life's magical illusions while abiding in the great perfection of Hatha Yoga's noticing and relaxing. All phenomena are perfect and complete. All phenomena are perfect and complete, nothing excluded. The true condition of noticing and relaxing is equality beyond change, spaciousness without limit, beyond dependent arising, beyond causes and conditions. Having completed our opening chanting, we could now shift gears. We are going to use two methods to gently invite our subtle energies to coalesce at our crown. A digital and a respiratory method. The digital method is simple. Hello, Valerina. We're going to use the tip of our left index finger to support the lower knuckle of our right index finger, palms up in our lap. Here's how the respiratory aspect works. As we feel air enter our nostrils, silently and mentally we can recite the verb noticing. As we feel air exit our nostrils, silently and mentally we can recite the verb relaxing. So let's see. 55 minus 11 is 44, so that'll be 22 minutes. 2 sets of 22 minutes. Here we go. In addition to using our left index finger to support the first knuckle of our right, we can touch the tip of our left thumb to the lower set of creases of its little finger. Doing this is how we keep track of our first set of 16 inhalations. We count the 16 inhalations on our right hand. Every time we silently and mentally recite the verb noticing during our inhalation, we advance the tip of our right thumb up each finger over the span of 16 breaths. Together, let us do this right now. having run out of creases and having run out of places to count upon my right hand, I can now advance the left thumb to the next point of reference on its little finger, and thus wind up counting 16 sets of 16 inhalations each. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist philosophy or meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window. For I tend to check for questions about once every 10 minutes or so. Hello, Logan. How you doing? Oh, someone wrote, what the fuck is this? Well, this is so we were first chanting, and now we're going to do some silent meditation. Let us help our spine find equilibrium by curling forward and arching up, by leaning to the left and leaning to the right, and gently twisting left and gently twisting right. Checking for questions. Don't see any. So let's continue. Oh yes, I get to adjust my legs. Woof. Checking for questions. Okay, let's shift gears. Let's use two methods to gently invite our subtle energies to coalesce within our chest. A digital method and a respiratory method. We'll begin with the digital method. It's very simple. Let us use the tip of our left middle finger to support the first knuckle of our right middle finger. Palms up in our lap. And now for the respiratory method. It's very simple. It's just a question of shifting our point of reference. That's all. When we feel our chest swell with breath, let's silently and mentally recite the verb noticing. Whoops, that was an error. Let us silently and mentally recite the verb noticing. As we feel our chest subtly sink, as gently we exhale, let us silently and mentally recite the verb relaxing. That's it. We do not force our body to do these things. Every time we inhale, we are already wired by evolution to automatically access the middle bit of our spinal cord, which could be described as the hub of our sympathetic nervous system. It has evolved to help us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice all mind's antics, including perception. You know, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, and the like, including the full spectrum of human emotions, intentions, thoughts, memories, and imaginings. All of them, from the external to the internal, from the physical to the mental, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. But what, you might ask, do we do with that which we have noticed? Every time we exhale, oh, by the way, this inhalation is when we practice mindfulness. What do we do with that which we have noticed? Well, we meditate. But what does that mean? Every time we exhale, whether we know it or not, we have evolved to automatically access the tippy top and the very bottom of that same spinal cord. These two extremes, working as a team, function as the hub of our parasympathetic nervous system, which has evolved to help us to physically relax and mentally release each time we exhale to such a degree that which we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel less stressful, less permanent, less defining, and as non-graspable as a vast empty void. When I attended fourth grade at Platt Wrench Elementary School, I was taught that a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Therefore, we have to ask the question, what is a real-world example of a non-graspable, vast empty void? How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although could look tantalizing to the eye, could feel non-graspable to the hand. So all we're doing when we're practicing mindfulness and meditation is take a break from the exhausting habit of actively competing against our autonomic nervous system and instead cooperate with our autonomic nervous system vulnerably, passively, viscerally, and randomly. This method is so potent that the Buddhists thought that if one practiced it, one could master the path in as little as 7 days. And so now, let us sit and breathe and notice and relax. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. For Meditate Like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers, just like you. In approximately 11 hours, I would very much like to return to the tomorrow's dawn recitation, explanation, and practice of meditating like a Jedi. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.